Welcome back to Pacific City. Well, what's left of it anyways. In the 10 years since the first Crackdown, the city has devolved into chaos. Overgrowth, destruction everywhere, and new threats have replaced the previous criminal organizations of the past. I love the fact that both Crackdown and Crackdown 2 take place in Pacific City. It's super fun seeing how memorable locations have changed throughout the years. While the city is mostly the same, the development of Crackdown 2 was handed to Ruffian Games and published by Microsoft Studios on July 6, 2010. Besides the developer change, Crackdown 2 stays true to the original game's design. So first, I'm going to talk about the added modes like player versus player or PvP, which I couldn't find a match in. Keys to the city makes a return with more cheats and options. And finally, Deluge, which is a time-based score attack type mode. With those out of the way, let's continue. There is still the insane verticality, big explosions, and lively atmosphere. Just like in the first game, the streets are full of roaming NPCs. Also, the gameplay loop stays the same, with you leveling up the same 5 attributes as before. Agility continues to make light of high structures in the game. And at the higher levels, Ruffian added a Batman-like wingsuit to glide around the map. Firearms is mostly the same, but now when you gain more experience, you'll unlock better weapons. This is cool, but I ran into a problem where I can't store those weapons until I reach a higher level and unlock them first. It just defeats the purpose of looting guns off enemies. Strength stands strong without any noticeable change. By the way, I was right about your health pool increasing alongside your strength stat. Explosives. Small boom becomes big boom. Also, the Quacker. Your final ability is driving. Again, not much has changed with this skill, but unlike the firearms locking weapons away, you can store any vehicle at any time. They also added a badass helicopter to fly around and a tank, although vehicles don't transform like they did in the first game. Moving on to the 2 new enemies you'll encounter in Pacific City. Firstly are the hordes of freaks swarming the streets. The massive amount of these zombie-like creatures on screen is honestly crazy. Freaks were introduced in the first Crackdown as Shy Gen experiments gone wrong. Now there are more variants of them running around and causing havoc, killing civilians, peacekeepers, and Cell alike. Your goal is to eradicate the freak population and save the city. After lighting enough beacons, you'll be able to plant a huge UV bomb deep in the freaks' underground dens, where you're tasked with holding out until the bomb goes off. This starts simple enough, but later efforts will require a UV-specific loadout. At least it did for me. While clearing the city of hordes, you'll meet another group that will stop at nothing to take you down. The Cell organization is dedicated to the agency's demise, blocking off whole neighborhoods and planting themselves firmly in your way. The Cell are people who believe in their leader Catalina, mainly because she's revealing the truth about the agency's hand in creating the freaks. Fighting against these well-armed and dangerous people are a challenge as you slowly recapture the city. Also, there are recordings of different characters from each faction.
Chad Stroker, PCNN. Today I attended a Cell rally in Hope Springs Square.
These help fill in the blanks of the past 10 years, or just expand the lore. What I like is that the story from the first game bleeds into the second. Like a whistleblower from inside the agency.
Miss Thorne, something is stirring within the agency. Something big.
Or a man called the Freak Watcher who studies and watches the freaks.
Fascinating. To think these were once ordinary citizens.
Or even Catalina herself.
For years, the agency have hunted Catalina Thorne, leader of Cell. Yet here I am.
Like I said before, Crackdown 2 shares DNA with the first game. There's still rooftop and road race challenges, agility and secret orbs littered around, plus new additions. Ruffian has added lots of new things to the sequel. For example, there is now agility and driving orbs that'll run away from you, new weapons to combat the freaks, and a new hazmat type suit to keep you from being infected. The new suit does still change your appearance based on your levels. Although it's less in depth than the first game, it's still pretty awesome. Also, they did change the spawn points, so there's multiple stars sprinkled on the map that you can respawn at. Plus, when you self-extract or die, you don't lose any of your abilities progression like you did in the first game. And Ruffian lets you have separate campaigns and agent save slots. Crackdown 2 is my introduction to the series, and these games stand out from many others in my mind. My cousin and I would play this game constantly, taking turns fighting the crowds. It was fun revisiting Pacific City, and yes, I even got the Pebble Master achievement. Thanks for joining me, and thanks to everyone who commented on my Crackdown retrospective. I'll see you next time.